Man. Dude, my stomach is like cramping up. Yeah.
Woo! Just bring the can, the whole can.
Yeah. Hello everybody, this is Really Randumb. I'm Colton Pettyjohn.
I'm Drew Bolden.
And this is Hot Ones, where we have hot questions.
And even hotter people eating the wings.
Yeah, we are. Okay, I was gonna give you an introduction,
No,
but we don't need to introduce ourselves. We're gonna just go back and forth, asking each other questions, and eat a wing, then we ask a question, then go back and forth, back and forth. We are kind of parroting off of Hot Ones, and we'll see how this goes. So let's start where it all began.
Oh boy.
August 15th, 9:27 p.m. You were born 7 pounds, 11 ounces. Ironically, your parents met when they were working for a 7-Eleven corporate office. They were playing softball together, which leads me to my question. What's your favorite 7-Eleven Slurpee or Slurpee combination?
Oh, man. First of all, well done. I gotta step my game up. My favorite, I think, is when you do the Coca-Cola and then the cherry.
Oh
and you
yeah,
just mix them
dude,
together.
that's the best.
It's delicious.
That's a good
And
one.
well, what you do is like, you go to the Slurpee thing first. I'm gonna talk to you, not the camera.
Yeah.
You go to the Slurpee, you fill it all the way up. You drink it while you walk through the store while your mom's trying to figure out, or
Yeah.
getting gas. And then right before you leave, you go and fill it up some more. That's a fat kid hint, because I used to do that. I'd drink like half of it, and then go back and fill it up.
So what I like to do is I like to layer, like, I do like layer like this.
Ooh, yeah.
All the way up.
So while you eat that, I didn't go into that much detail, but July 27th, 1990, that's all I got.
Okay.
So you and I have been best friends for a while. I don't know if you guys that are watching this know us very well, but can you recall one of your all-time favorite moments between you and I?
I don't know why, but one of the moments where I knew, like, dude, this could be a long-lasting friendship is when we stayed up super late doing and filming I'm on a Boat. I remember the night that we made our Facebook rap. We stayed up all night writing our raps and recording them on a Rock Band microphone in your closet.
Oh my God. And we used the wire hanger as in like a pantyhose for the pop filter.
Yeah.
We should use that on the podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a podcast. You should listen to it.
But those are some of my early on memories of when we were first started making videos where I was like, dude, this is a lot of fun, and I could see us doing this for a long time.
Colton Pettyjohn, you have two loving parents, Cecil and Angie, along with two siblings, Hunter, who's your older brother, and Stephanie, who is your younger sister. And who do you believe to be your parents' favorite child, and why is it Stephanie? No, but is there one memory you can always look back on when you were growing up that makes you all warm and fuzzy and tingly inside?
There's a lot of moments. So every year on Christmas Eve, we would all sleep in the same room. So no matter how old we got, and even when the latest that we did it was when I was 26 or 27.
Oh, so recently.
Yeah, and we all stayed in the same room. We jumped on the trampoline a lot. We had a trampoline as a kid, and we played this game called Crack the Egg, where one of us would get in the middle and hold tight, and the other ones would try to bounce. So we had a lot of really good moments. We went on vacations to Colorado a lot during the summer. A lot of really good memories.
Beautiful moment.
Yeah,
It's
good
good your family's still together, you know?
So it's no secret growing up, like most siblings, you and your brother didn't always get along, right?
Correct.
From you guys playing baseball in the yard and him being a little wimp because he would lose and he would quit and he would walk off.
Yep.
Or to the times where he would spray 409 in your eyes, or even the time where he soaked your contacts in contact case cleaner instead of contact solution.
So you don't put that in your eye. I'm eating this whole thing, Dan.
So what would you say is the worst fight that you and your brother ever got into?
Oh, I think it was whenever he had to drive me to school every morning before I was old enough to drive. He was older than me. And so every morning, it was like 7:30 in the morning. And when we would go to a stoplight, you know how inertia brings your body forward? Well, apparently my brother didn't know that, or he did, but he just didn't care. But he got really so mad at me that when he stopped at a red light, I moved forward a little bit. He just up and just straight punched me in the shoulder. I'm like, ow, what the hell? And he's like, I told you not to move your body forward when I stopped. Like, how am I supposed to like control that, right?
So,
That's a lot of chicken.
so growing up, I know one of your comedy idols was Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
So what would you say, what role or character or movie that he was in impacted you the most to want to start pursuing being funny and making people laugh?
Well, being funny is just natural for me, clearly. One of the most iconic movies that set the tone was The Mask.
Yeah.
Okay. I specifically remember that movie because my mom and I were at Blockbuster. No, it was like a mom and pop's like family video thing. So we were going up to the line and she said, I'm buying you a movie. And I was like, 2 feet tall. And I was like, well, what movie is it, Mom? And she was like hiding it like, no, I'm not gonna show you, I'm not gonna show you. So we got home and she puts the movie in. When it said The Mask, I like started freaking out. I was like, I love Jim Carrey. And I watched it probably like 20 times in the matter of 5 days. There's a joke in the movie where he's blowing up balloon animals and he's out of the balloon, so he goes to pull out a balloon out of his pocket, but it's a condom. But as a kid, I'm like, why is that balloon soaking wet? And it was like wet, so it's like a used condom. So he like takes it and goes, sorry, wrong pocket. And he like throws it, I never knew what it was until I probably watched it when I was like 14, 15 maybe. And then I went, yeah, it's a condom. So then I'm pretty sure I called my mom and I was like, Mom, did you know that he pulls a condom out of his pocket? And she's like, yeah, I wasn't gonna tell you what it was because you thought it was funny that it was a soaked balloon. As a young boy, you were diagnosed with rod monochromacy, which is more frequently described as red-green color blindness. You told me a story about a time in your life where you would drive your sister to school in the morning. And seeing the traffic lights was difficult because they were in the sun, right? Mm-hmm. Can you tell us about the near-death experience where you almost killed your sister, who was clearly your parents' favorite?
So we're on our way to school and it's really early. I'm tired. Stephanie's kind of like dozing off because she's still tired. And we're coming up to a stoplight, and as I'm getting closer, the sun's shining on it, and I realize that I can't see what color's what, and I couldn't see which one was on. I was like, and as we're getting closer, like I kind of have the brakes on, and I'm like, Stephanie, which one is it? Which one is it? What is it? And she goes up, she goes, what? And I was like, is it red or red? And she goes, it's green, you're good. And I went through, I was like,
oh gosh. You frequently claim that October 12th, 2018 was one of the best nights of your life. Do you recall what you were doing and what happened?
That actually was a really pivotal moment in my life. That was right after my divorce. I was like, I gotta get away, I gotta do something, I gotta go. So I saw that Tech9, one of my favorite artists, was linking up with one of my other favorite artists, Hobson, and they were having a concert in Denver. And you lived in Colorado at the time. And I was like, hey, where is the stadium? And you're like, that's like 10 minutes away from my house.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you serious? I was like, dude, I'm coming up. I'll buy both of us tickets. I want to stay for the weekend. So we went up there. We went to the concert. We had a little bit to drink. And
we had a lot of it to drink.
I was losing my mind. And one thing that I loved about that night is you had listened to some Tech9, but like not a ton. And like throughout the show, you're like, dude, this is a good song. I like this song. I'm like, yeah, dude. Yeah, we had Bulu, one of Tech9's beers. He makes his own beer, and we got a few videos from that night that probably should never surface. If you could voice a character in a video game, what video game would it be, and what character would you want to voice?
Oh, clearly I want to voice someone in Overwatch.
That's what I was thinking, Overwatch.
Man, I'm only good at like 2 accents.
You can do whatever accent you want.
Oh man, it's gotta be Torbjorn. Because he's like Swedish and he's like, I'm Swedish, right? And there's one where he goes, you can spam a voice line in games so it'll like say it a bunch of times. And there's one where he goes, what? Too hot for you? Like, and I feel like I am too hot for everybody.
So for as long as I've known you, you've enjoyed making people laugh. For most comedians, they tend to get their humor from someone they grew up with or was close to. But a lot of times comedians also get their sense of humor to kind of fill a void that they have in their life. What would you say is a bigger driver in your desire to make people laugh and entertain people? Is it your mother's sense of humor, or is it seeking the approvals of others because you didn't get that approval from your father?
Right, I don't want to talk about that. I'm just kidding. I knew this would come up, but thinking of all the good times that my mom and I have, because we have such the same sense of humor. Yeah. I know something's gonna be funny. If, in my head, if I think my dad's not gonna think it's funny, then I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna do it. Because it ends up being funnier, because I think most of the time it's from a good standpoint. But then other times better humor is from well, I know my dad's gonna absolutely hate this.
And I'm not necessarily saying that your dad wouldn't like it, because I know your dad was relatively strict growing up, and sometimes...
Relatively is a light term.
Sometimes it's as if maybe you're seeking the approval of others because you didn't get the approval from your father.
Maybe so, yeah, so then that seems more correct.
I'm not saying there's a right or wrong answer.
I want people to love me. This, you know what? That one you'll start to feel, because I couldn't think straight.
Cool.
So if we're hanging out with friends, we're all having a good time, you'll be one of the first to be like, hey guys, let's take a group picture, or a picture, whatever. Because you have some pretty cool pictures with pretty cool people. Out of these major league people, or former major league athletes, I'm gonna give you a list.
So much of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a list, and I want you to tell me who you did not meet, okay?
Okay.
Pudge Rodriguez, catcher of the Texas Rangers, former. Dirk Nowitzki, all-star great from the Mavericks. Tony Romo, quarterback from the Dallas Cowboys, former. Or Michael Young, who was another Texas Rangers baseballer. Is that not so bad right away?
Yeah, that's bad. I was able to swallow it all. Okay, wow. Ugh. I did not ever meet or take a picture with Tony Romo.
Mm-hmm. I should have saved that for the hotter ones, because then you would have been like,
I actually, for a second there, it took me, I was like, wait, who? But yeah, I met Michael Young, Pudge, and Dirk Nowitzki.
Nice.
I got to take a picture with all of them.
So were you able to talk to them for very long?
I had the most interaction with Dirk because when he came in, I was in the hallway and I was walking by, and he was walking in, and as he was walking by, I was like, oh my God.
You're
Dirk. And
I'm sure he's never gotten that before.
And I know everyone probably says this about, but the nicest guy ever. I was in the hallway. He was like, "Hey man, how's it going?" And he gave me a high five, and I was like,
I would have melted.
So then I sat outside and I waited and I listened to the interview the whole time, and I was supposed to be producing, but I wasn't really doing much of producing. And then afterwards, I came in where he was, so I walked up and I was like, "Hey, can I take a picture with you too?" He's like, "Sure, man." I handed my phone to someone. And as I go to take a picture with them, I do this. And a lot of times, when you're taking pictures with someone, you go and you put your hand on their back.
Yeah.
But as I did that,
no.
I did it right about here, but it was on his butt because he's so tall. So I go, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he's just like, "Ah, you're good," and he laughed. I'm sure that wasn't the first time someone.
I'm sorry.
But I was like, "Yeah, I touched Dirk's butt."
This is the Explain the Gram.
Yeah.
Excuse me, describe your Instagram photo. The title of that one says, "Making a sandwich when you hear the breakdown, #too hardcore to ignore." What's up, Teasy? So I want you to explain that.
Oh man.
Is because that was a song I showed you, and that was my first time when I was in Colorado. Look here, buddy. Yeah. Why don't you explain that? What's happening here? What are you doing? Also, why'd you put ketchup on a sandwich?
I don't know. I thought of the idea. Oh man. So I thought of the idea. We love that song. That's one of our favorite breakdowns. We like to do, when we're in the car, we like to jam out. And so the more stuff I put on there, the better. I'll put mustard, I'll put ketchup, I'll put whatever on it. And So I did it for the video. I took one bite and I was like, oh, that's disgusting. And after that video, I
Threw it away.
threw the sandwich away. But yeah, that was, dude,
These were
that's
the
a
reactions.
jump, man.
Yeah. These were the reactions I was waiting for.
So this is your first ever Instagram post.
Really?
First ever.
Wow.
Again, always begging for attention.
I also
Want people
have,
to look at us.
no chest hair.
Do you remember this picture and you remember why we took this picture?
Yes. So we were filming the Kelly Clarkson parody.
Yep.
And we were by the train tracks by my old apartment.
Which song was it again that we parodied?
Stronger?
Stronger, yep.
Yeah, that one's hitting me. So, yeah, that one was, we were trying to be sexy. Oh,
yeah.
Dude, are you kidding me? What the hell, dude? That one, yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, I'm so screwed.
We're doing it, because we already said we could. It's the Ghost Reaper hot sauce. So, gluten-free.
Okay.
So,
So,
initially it's good before
Good?
it kills
Good flavor?
me. Yeah.
so thus far in your life, what would you say is the achievement in your life that you are the most proud of?
I have none.
You're not proud of anything that you've done in your life.
Going to, like, getting my insurance adjuster's license, that was cool.
Yeah.
Finally figuring out as a mature adult, I guess, what I've like wanted to do as a career. But hey, if you don't watch this enough and you and you enjoy dying, we're gonna do this every week.
This? We'll just do it on different things like tacos.
Yeah. Cereal.
Oh, maybe. If it gets views, you know, I don't care what we do.
Back in 2013, you were hired as an intern for a Dallas sports radio station, 105.3 The Fan, 105.3thefan.com, DallasBasketball.com. After being there for a little bit in promotions, you moved into a producer role and you had your very first on-air commercial. Do you remember what sponsor you were promoting? Dang it! Can you stop having a good memory? You always tell me you have a terrible one.
But these kind of things, like when you do
like
stuff like
almost
this,
a-
yeah. So when I was a teacher, we tried out different avenues. So we did TV, we did graphic design, we did radio, audio. Whoa! I just swallowed a chocolate. There was a lot on there. But so when we were, one of our projects was to make a commercial, and part of the commercial, I was like, I'm going to show you an example of commercial that I did that actually got aired on the radio, and it was Papa John's. It was the seven inning promotion. I don't like to read out loud, so it took me a while to get that. I did a couple other commercial reads, and I worked with a lady, and she was hard on me. She was like, "Come on, you gotta do it, get it." And I know, I'm sorry, I'm nervous. I'm really nervous, and so I finally got it down. And the first time I heard it on the radio, that was pretty cool.
August 7th, 2014, is that correct? 2013.
Yeah.
When you graduated UNT, University of North Texas, with a radio, TV, film degree. You did it. You finished college.
2 bites.
Hey, all right. I mean, just the color.
3
of it.
bites.
So you graduated college. Now, I want to bring up the
Yeah, it
song.
doesn't taste good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not good.
I want to bring up the song, the 2013 Wiz Khalifa featuring 2 Chainz hit song called "We Own It." Now, which line from this song best describes your GPA?
The throat. The throat.
GPA in college. Ready? 1 shot, 1.0. Everything rides on. 2 night, even if I got, so 2.0.
Yeah.
3 strikes, 3.0. I'ma go for it.
3 shots. I'm gonna go for it. I was
Nice.
3.5 or 3.7 or something was my GPA.
Really?
Yeah, I did relatively well at Navarro, and then I transferred in as a. It keeps going.
Taste for the hot.
The taste sucks, but the hot. It's in another wave. Yeah, GPA. Man, my hands are tingly.
Yeah, I'm going for milk at this one, for sure. Yep. 3.5.
It just keeps tingling on the lips and the tongue. Even more.
You able to read?
I don't know. Hey, we probably should get a trash can, just a heads up.
Or just bring the whole can.
Just for spitting or something.
Oh man. Eyes. Just be careful around your eyes, of course.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spit.
Just bring the can, the whole can.
I can't really see, man.
Man, yeah, I can't wait. How many bites did you do?
3.
Okay.
Why?
Looks like I'm doing 3.
Oh,
Thanks, Daddy.
oh man.
Seeing Colton do it, we should have just eaten them at the same time, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think. Okay. So, Drew, your longest relationship you've ever had has been a little longer than a year.
That is so bad. You are not kidding.
And you're closing in on 30 years old. Do you ever see yourself getting married or having kids? Just answer that first and then I got a follow-up question.
Oh, that is so bad.
Yeah.
So right now, I don't see myself getting married, but like as it goes now, probably not. Kids, maybe if it's an accident, which seems to be more correct.
If you were to get married, what are the traits that you would see your wife having?
Big old tits.
Okay.
No, I mean, she's got to have a sense of humor. I'm feeling lightheaded. My God, yeah, that's all over my mouth here. Holy hell. Okay. Yeah, she's got to be funny. She's got to be mature into getting stuff done as an adult. I'm probably just going to chug this milk.
That milk doesn't help.
Wow. Holy shit.
No relief.
Dude, honestly, I thought the taste would be bad, but it's
I
like
can't even
getting...
taste anything. I don't remember what the taste is like.
Has anyone passed out? Oh, man. Dude, I feel your pain and I gotta go to another one. Dude, in my stomach, I think I'm gonna pass out.
Oh, shoot. Something just came up from my throat.
I'm not gonna be able to keep watching out.
Oh, man. Dude, my stomach is like cramping up. Yeah. Yeah, my stomach is cramping up. And my limbs.
Okay, one more question to follow up from that. What's your biggest turnoff when it comes to a woman?
Oh,
What's
man.
something that your wife could never have her do?
Dude, if I wasn't eating these, I'd be able to tell you right away. But I cannot think. It's crazy. So you dummies sitting there watching this going, I could do that. Fucking do it.
It's fun. Hey, I invite whoever wants to come over. We have the sauces. Feel free to come over and we'll make you something.
I haven't answered the question, have I? Father figures we are. Wow. Biggest turnoff, I think like if she doesn't have a sense of humor. Or if she's like super overweight.
Have you ever been on a date with someone that doesn't have a sense of humor?
I had a girlfriend for about a month who didn't have a sense of humor. It was just not, it was tough to get to. Dude, that was the worst.
Yeah, I hope it gets better. I've heard it gets better. Dude, I feel like my lips, I feel like I can't access all the full movement of my lips.
Like when your mouth's frozen?
Yeah, like this. I feel like I'm like, every time I'm talking like this. If there's any sporting event or any concert in the world that you could go to, what would it be and why?
I was not listening. Shit. If I could go to any sporting event or concert,
Yeah.
I would love to go to a Stars Stanley Cup game and Sum 41 playing the halftime show. Honestly, dude, take one bite. It is not that bad. The bomb sucks, dude. The bomb, figure it out. Oh, that felt great.
Helpful.
You've dated your fair share of women through the years.
That's not fair to say. You're a whore.
So looking back through the roster, it is clear to me that all of them are completely out of your league. With that being said, do you have any bad dates or any partners you look back with a negative or bad taste in your mouth?
I mean, there are things that I regret. There are, relationships that lasted a lot longer than they should have. But but after a little while, I'm not saying she wasn't ugly by any means necessarily, but she did not align with the kind of girls that I normally dated.
So we're gonna cheers, last dab. Thanks for joining us. Here we go. Ew. I'm not a big fan of that. Well, it's good. Okay. I hope my mouth is already on fire, so I'm not gonna die. But
I'll let you know what happens over here.
Well, this camera. You made it. You've got through the gauntlet. You've done all the wings. What do you have to say to the people? What do you have? Just go.
thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you.
Hopefully you enjoyed this hell we went through. That is my best friend Colton Pettyjohn. I'm Drew Bolden. We are Really Randumb. We do a podcast every Monday, Central Standard Time.
Yeah.
At 8 a.m. we post them. We have about 14 posted now.
Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed our pain, and until next time, I guess. See ya.
Hotter wings, sexier dudes, and lady.